and then we saw it for ourselves. As you can see right now, crews are there actively monitoring for hot spots. And a very dramatic picture right behind me. That car still flipped over onto its side, still scattered all across the parking lot. I at least do not see any of the flames from my vantage point. Bullet-riddled car just right here in the driveway, still sitting here. The woman who owns one of the other vehicles in this driveway drove off. There's a police vehicle right now, another one coming underneath this crime scene tape. We're not sure how this vehicle is connected to the scene, but it is interesting that crime scene investigators were near this vehicle. That police scene that was here this morning appears to have migrated.
We can see that car behind you with bullet holes around it.
We have to tell you that this red minivan riddled here with bullets belonged to 62-year-old Jose Carrera. You can see some of that police tape down here in front of me this morning. And then behind me is that room, number 5-111. We see broken glass in the area of where that apparent standoff happened. And you can see it shattered from the front frame here. This is 6237 is the address number here. This is off of the Arlington Expressway. The neighbor even says that JSO officers left this glove in his yard. This shooting played out over this fence behind me here. This massive law enforcement presence was a cooperative effort. Just take a look. It featured the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. If you're returning home after the fire, or in this case to your business, the Brantley County Sheriff's Office is advising you not to clean up debris immediately. You can see off into the distance that burnt out car, one of several vehicles. Come on, Jacksonville, walk with me this morning. Let me show you what we have here. We have cases of water. We got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pallets in this wheelbarrow. Scorched earth on this side, green grass on that side. This appears to be where this fire line stopped. This wooded area, it had smoldering earth earlier this week. The county is also set to open a free garbage site for debris. You can tell that the fire passed through this area. A lot of the trees that are beside me have no leaves. Now the sun is glowing and we can see so much smoke. I'm excited. I hope you are. I have on my little golf polo this morning.
Zion needs to go to the fan shop because we know he always has the swag.
Over the last week, the Lake City Police Department says detectives pretended to be teenage girls and targeted people trying to exploit children online. Say Morris Davis committed a murder in Mississippi 13 years ago. Action News Jax and CMG Jacksonville Radio are partnering with the Salvation Army to support the Wildfire Relief Fund. If you want to help, take out your phone right now. The second case was the death of Rashad Martin. Action News Jax told you that Martin died while in JSO custody. New at 11, a traffic stop leads to the arrest of a man wanted for extortion. Yes, Phil, that police presence has increased within the past 30 minutes since you and I last spoke with each other. And as you can see behind me, the police line is blocking off this motel into the background. And there is a sheriff's squad car that's sitting in front of the entrance. This is 6237 is the address number here. This is off of the Arlington Expressway Service Road. This is near Mayor Drive. It's the Regency Inn. All we've been told by the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office so far is that they responded to the scene regarding a person shot. We're still working to learn more about what the circumstances surrounding that shooting is. When I got here at about 7 o'clock this morning, we saw some neighbors in the area. You can probably see them beyond that police crime scene tape there, who were telling me that they did not hear what happened last night. That's very common when I come to these shooting scenes, where the neighbor said they either did not hear the gunshots last night because they were asleep, or they mistook it for something else. Well, these folks told me that they didn't hear it. So we're here, we're trying to figure out exactly what happened at this motel, but you can see it for yourself. A large police presence from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office in front of this place, which is next to the Arlington Service Road. And as I've been observing more police cars come in the past few minutes here, it seems like whatever is happening, the investigation is picking up. We're going to work to learn more about these details and bring it to you both on air and online when we get it. But stick with us right here on Action News Jax this morning on Fox 30 as more information comes in. For local coverage you can count on in Jacksonville, Zion Decoteau, Action News Jax.
Pieces after they lost their homes, their businesses. They were right in the path of those fires.
And they know that they need to rebuild, but they need help doing that. That's when one charity stepped in, sending volunteers and trucks their way. Zion Decoteau was in Brantley County, where people told him just how grateful they are for the help.
This is not the way one would like to welcome guests into their home, but it's the way Quran Marks has to. Like, you see people go through it all the time, but it becomes another thing when it touches you. Yeah.
Oh, I felt sorry for the other folks that were down there, but I had no idea it would travel that fast and get all the way over here.
Just to show you a little bit more about the devastation that touched Quran's home, look at this, a toaster oven that literally caught on fire. It's completely burned out. A stove cooked within itself. It almost looks like an explosion went off in this place. It's reminiscent of a war zone. This is just one of the many devastating scenes here in Brantley County. We know wildfire victims lost their homes. We know they have to rebuild, but just how hard is that? Just how much does it cost?
It costs money. Just the well over there's like 10,000. I have no idea the sewage, how it, then I got to get a power line run back through and a structure.
Wow.
Either I have to build it or I have to buy like a shed or something.
Luckily for Marks, volunteers with the charitable group Samaritan's Purse traveled from all over Florida and Georgia just to help her sift through debris and salvage whatever tokens and mementos she could find.
They're so good. They're kind. They pray with me. They, you can hear the sympathy that they have for my loss.
Samaritan's Purse says it's a non-denominational Christian organization that goes to areas of war, poverty, famine, and in this case, natural disaster to aid the spiritual and physical needs of victims. Samaritan's Purse expects to be here through about the end of the month, attempting to help more people.
It touches my heart. They're really awesome that they would do that. You feel all alone when you lose everything. It really touches my heart. It's really awesome.
For local coverage you can count on, in Hortons, Zion Decoteau, Action News Jax. I'm here in the woods off Highway 259 in Waynesville, and crews have just led us into this area, and you can really see some of the fire damage in this area. This smoldering pile of dirt and ash, this is the path that the fire took overnight. Smoke rose like a chimney from the hot earth beneath our feet, as you breathe the scent of fire like barbecue permeating the atmosphere. In fact, all throughout Waynesville earlier Friday morning, the smoke enveloped the town of about 331 people like a smog before the sun rose. Then we trekked a little bit further down the old highway. If this area looks familiar to you, we are back at the wedding chapel at Covenant Acres where Action News Jax was last night. That whole chapel burned down, and this morning fire crews are hosing down the lawn in front of that chapel, dousing any hot spots popping up here this morning. The scenes from what was once the chapel like that of a war zone. Here you see a burned out shell of a van. The sun against the trees casting ominous shadows across this burned lawn. Further down Old Highway 259, a home spared on Miller Lane, but the debris on this front lawn, not so much. In Waynesville, for local coverage you can count on, Zion Decoteau, Action News Jax.